Anytime I feel lonely, feeling sad, only one station makes me happy. When I wake up in the morning, only this station makes my day. Yeah. Oh, Asempa, Asempa, Asempa FM. Asempa, Asempa, Asempa FM. Oh, Asempa, Asempa, Asempa FM. Asempa, Asempa, Asempa FM. 94.7. Anytime I feel lonely, feeling sad, only one station makes me happy. When I wake up in the morning, only this station makes my day. Yeah. Oh, Asempa, Asempa, Asempa FM. Asempa, Asempa, Asempa FM. Oh, Asempa, Asempa, Asempa FM. Asempa, Asempa, Asempa FM. 94.7. Anytime I feel lonely, feeling sad, only one station makes me happy. When I wake up in the morning, only this station makes my day. Yeah. Oh, Asempa, Asempa, Asempa FM. Asempa, Asempa, Asempa FM. Oh, Asempa, Asempa, Asempa FM. Asempa, Asempa, Asempa.
Moya, more say you. Your politicians, they are no yet. Honestly, and Tokwan is you Ghana in a man signing in a new Biana Debo. A near Mamun, Ohia, any politicians. Asempa Kwabena will take Remasono, a chance kind. I want to tell you, do your politics well. Don't let politicians deceive you. Muhu ya say one no 1 year GH in Jia, young to go. We are a first strike or Numti Namuni area. Me catch them on Okari. There are people here. And Omuhumia, Omusi Omutiase. Or Safumafu or Himpa, and your MPP. Ninyo Kuma Ajemafu or NDC. Shelia Ite or NDC, no a minister. Ninyo Penny Professor Ite or MPP. NDC lawyer Larry Ajeti or NDC. No Papa Waka Baby Peter Lajeti or MPP. Samuel Jinapo or Himpa or MPP. Ninyo Penny John Jinapo or NDC. Me and me Jina Hai. Me or MPP. Ninyo Penny Kamara or NDC. Ye fear Dako. No, I'm Bedako. Me Martina, me Jina, me catch them on me who opposition down. Me party, they are co-opposition, but me Kazakasa, me co-opposition. Look, one minute you want. Look, me who opposition da. Me party, MPP are co-opposition, but me they me co-opposition. Me call NDC what power me didi. Kamara me call no home me score mama. And then me what part me what power. Be being here now, obe frame. Ya kasada. Na my opposition no. And Timon dream my party and that's the only thing.
Ekosiisen On Asempa FM 94.7. Ekosiisen On Asempa FM 94.7. Ekosiisen On Asempa FM 94.7.
The CIMT Radio Program of the Year. Ekosiisen. Are you ready? You are listening to the CIMG Radio Program of the Year. Ekosiisen On Asempa 94.7 FM.
Ekosiisen on Asempa FM 94.7.
The winner, radio program of the year 2018, I beg your pardon. Asempa FM's Ekosiisen. Let me come, ladies and gentlemen.
The winner goes home with a memento, citation, and certificate. Ladies and gentlemen, the radio program of the year 2020 goes to Asempa FM Ekosiisen. Well, the host, I don't know who he has not interviewed yet. Congratulations to all of you, the entire team at Asempa FM's Ekosiisen. Congratulations to you for emerging the radio program of the year 2020.
Asempa FM Ekosiisen aso nyina tie sa platform media se unya na betna subia na Fabi Bruni be it's a privilege and an honor na yamu be so part of the reception of this particular platform shasi ache and mo anso na shasi, and we thank you for maintaining that credibility when it comes to delivery of more program.
Well, I know that Asempa has gained a lot of experience. Asempa is one of the, not the forerunners, but in terms of coverage and listenership, you stand tall. The new FM stations that are coming into the arena are not calling on you to exit, them to survive. Is that what is happening? No. They are learning from you. They are learning under your feet. They are also trying as much as possible to find space. And, there's enough in the world for everybody. There's enough in the world for everybody. And so I think that those who are coming up, we definitely will encourage the injection of new blood. But you cannot also totally do away with the experience.
It's always a pleasure coming to Asempa where the truth is spoken.
That's na me fa kunya oso enchia etifo nyina o mutie Ekosiisen dwumadi no na ebedom so ase because Asempa Asempa nyina so efi etifo and me gige se fa Ghana fa na nyina obi a radio eda a wuti na adwuma pa maye but be permisa mrenti me sama muni yo muni adwuma fo mpenifo nyina.
So let Jesus' character, lifestyle be our example. Let him be our example. Your example is not that arrogant person who is all over the place, very loud. Sometimes when I'm listening to discussions on Ekosiisen, I'm a keen listener to Ekosiisen. Every 2 o'clock I'm on it. I'm listening to they are the current, current issues. And you see arrogance, you hear.
Many kind Ekosiisen Mamutinkwa Nano and Yunyamwa, Yadiashtam, Edumapa, Moyane Award, Moya. Did the past a dance affair, Ekosiisen Asempa, Monsogana, Tedimamin Kebino, Mupia, Moma Air Credit, Titru Sania Modia can Cassaye Juma, Bia, or Bia, or Titia said, Nansen, 2 coin air Conenam. America, New York, I want to taxi and fire not the Papa or T. Ekosiisen our taxi no able. I am one. Now, so Nina can be Enna, Yabom, Basso, Amamon, Abu Body, and a radio scrum. Amen. Yeah, away enemy.
Yeah, that. Oh no, why outdated? I just have for a diachison.
It be
we are transforming Ghana, changing lives and transforming Ghana.
Changing lives
and transforming Ghana. Yeah, advancing. Omanhene Asante. Yeah, quite nim, Papa B. Omanhene
Omanhene Kwabena Asante. What can I say? What carry I want?
Yes. Omanhene Asante.
Omanhene Kwabena Asante.
Kwabena Asante. What can I say? What carry I want?
When him said, hey Jesus, hey, ya court to a na and then ya court to the court to your court, you know, as someone will be a see. When him say, ye leader of minority leader in parliament, Cecil Dr. Forson, Cecil Dr. Atu Forson, na sambia ye dia koda abai e akoda court say e fa no ambulance be akoto ye no ho ka ne ade na we wabu o mai aye dream ni frakadam ama ye ni ye insist said the only kan ye no anya no kre aye wish hunting aye anya prosecution no aye personal vendetta and just trying to politically destroy the young man. You can and then you call court no. Everybody yesu go ye mobo. Branch na my friend no. Potoka some your friend witness. Odi a dance here. I'm attorney general. Godfrey Dami no. Asem what the betu dwane say. Godfrey Dami a friend no phone so. I'm recording na say. So about court wa. One intro. Engu Atu forces so said ye be ya be kasa atu force e boni ni anyeli no sa die wei ana do si do Godfrey freno oh me say Sami Jevi cry address press conference who say answer me ba.
There's a release from the NDC in the kingdom.
Mania say hey wadi we mobo ni papa ni ti o man so oni papa ni ti o man so man say apini say ni mra ye de ye adwuma nya adwuma bi o Everybody who mobile now konya asem no one kwoto ni papa pansem na kwoto attorney general Godfrey Dami somewhere wadu fufu ba da kwaye want to make fair witness to a case say oba one intro no kika nsem wenya no krangu atu force so ni enya ho kwa chi na atum yesu huru ni papa bo no be twia obi aka se de n'enyuma tie me wura ho papa efise ye nama ye koye beyi wonim de yebetu wo chena ya wo be hia satem tenene ebe yiwu efa amane ani ohawo mu ye business akasi yi when the bay wo be yen dan me de wo be court na attorney general mo be fa for na afre de wodi adances won try throw so then what is the fidelity and the oath of the judiciary that you took the fidelity of the judiciary and then you're able to say this kind of things, you're able to coerce, try to Jesus have mercy. You know, we are in trouble. This country is truly in trouble. The horrible situations we find ourselves now. Awurade, you are kotodo kuna yentimento. Ma something in the kanye jumai. What to make for witness? I will catch it and say, one intro. Oh, God have mercy. Everybody when you some 12 na misuma mu yi papa
Vona kwaba fini bidi ko akwaba
everybody clear ho ene hosia doya hey
is it suggesting say time court no the quick the case no na e be nya no so me offer me ka bia ho ana le ko ni saying so the demand category I told you the demand that categorically you use a red herring but let's see what happens if it's an engine most of the kind of statement like I say in terms of even the accused persons on about to force it as the accused person so in the course of that interactions that time the person mutia yin pure nyano you also had interactions with the office. So in terms of communicating with them, we will not deny it. But the issue said, you can't say Bianca, Attorney General, on can't signature, I'm not going to interview there. Attorney General says that is not the case.
So the case of Yerua Jakpa, NDC for maybe homogeneous Asem so Kase, or say Osheno, say only Toronto a year era to force no, categorically is being denied that that's not the case.
Because he says that the Attorney General. The Attorney General is denying that one categorically. I wouldn't say that because of the pre-negotiations, there have been interactions. Interaction with even the minority leader. on all this, and all this are without prejudice to whatever is going on in court. And it's not as if they are saying a corner country. No, that one that's what you're saying that is not the case.
And we can be sure, as you stand in his stead, say nothing of that sort in terms of conversation, text messages, WhatsApp, and all those things. BBN which say or share no and as a parent chose could it throw and I could hear that's Kumugunujo.
That's what I think is saying. That's why there have been communications, as I said, because of that attention between the resolve matter for them to pay the money back. There's been communications, but not on the point they said, could it through this?
But in Comodiani Bina a Kukum Komana between the Attorney General and Ira Japana.
In terms of communication, because nearly sometimes I know non Kumana Pojani interact in particular case. Minority so there's interactions. Because it's argument. But I'm not going to say, a question I there without prejudice, 225 no echo court say, and I'm not going to get it, because somebody can see this, because I'm more 20. No. There were attempts to back it, and they look at what say they are over the day, because I'm not going to buy it. Let us buy it, now just a respond. Then they had other conversations, including the lawyers for Japan. They also interacted with the prosecution division on all these issues. So, I guess something unusual.
So, very unusual, but what the content in the Bemana may be unusual. So, these interactions, we can be sure that none of these interactions are implicating Ghana's Attorney General.
From what he is saying, interactions are only accused persons from IE. At no point, and no catch that I say on cancer and to honorable at top forces.
Ekosiisen On Asempa FM 94.7. Ekosiisen On Asempa FM 94.7.
Omanhene, Kwabena, Omanhene, Kwabena, what can I say? What carry I want? Omanhene, Kwabena, Omanhene, Kwabena, what can I say? What carry I want?
Well, the last Tuesday for the month of May, Anna Unyamidi Acheno, and the 28th day of May 2024, yeah, the trade and Ponyanko Pona Saudi and so a charity baby, Ubutubi and the Jamia so Quanstrom Coso, Memoa Kwaba, Memoa na Medawasiso so de Ufidina to 94.7, Ekosiisen Jumedino, a free sabre, Ekopim say, Nonsia Ebo Edia Paibuno, Debia the Macacho say, Yenina Kamo and Kabuma, and obey that collective responsibility. Na ebetimi adwene my Ghana ho amana kodum pempen so a esese etimi edru. I'm sure you are aware and you are so much expectant the National Democratic Congress wonon komo amabo over the days no say eneye dasronko a wonon komo betudwa na afi wonaka de tuemu ankasafa era Japan era Attorney General no san komo no ebekoso ededenso court atenase koso. A lot of issues are aba up until your correspondent and so you know the between commoner in commodity akoso ewo a year court. Namakao say the New Patriotic Party so at exactly 4 p.m. the NDC is 2 p.m. Sabri Kubiano will go live to the headquarters of the National Democratic Congress, and then right after that and so the MPP at 4 p.m. almost you ever call a year one also led by Nana Boache, lawyer Nana Boache, one also heading through the press conference. I want to find you ever found Wakasa live na Obibia Tedia Ekosu Ebi. Mamenka was a Givers Herbal, Franco Trading Enterprise, Syntex Tank, Tabia Herbal, Provident Insurance, Tortina 74, Ecobank Ghana, A Better Way, A Better Africa, Powerjet Batteries, and a Coco Diary, Vivo Energy, and Kese Belts, na My Life Insurance. That is a Enkomo Ebrain. Inti Shanasuna, Bribia da, Unyasa, Enyuekuya, Mabrusi, Omu Jumedi bi Mudino, Edia Bibino, Messi say, Utu Anamona, or patronize what they have in stock, because one of them also ultimately say, a we are a nominu Brebiano, ekopim no nsiampa mu yɛde Ekosiisen dwumadi no yɛde ebro mamen ka so se dwumadi titu na akasie ni yɛde bro Mohammed technically or the ebro sanso na meka say is put together by Dominic and the team Dominic Kesie Boa Dr. Jackson lawyer Chum Anafi Bengazi Ekwia Boachwa Yadom and Philip Osebozu as well as the new convert, Abna Pukuya a year avenue. And then your consents, but of course we'll go to our courts and check what really is happening there whilst we wait for the National Democratic Congress. Wono anu December on person to jano efa the Akoso court no so no wona timide atuja mamen ka Asempa 94.7 Ekosiisen dwumadie no ana agusu a utie no meyi wasotwe se yen komo no se free court bape ye won komodo do na ibedi batsan komodo do na no ebeye bra these two major political parties one etimi abo no nkro no awie na bibia akoso kama ede amaye but still Ghana here also here Ghana still Ghana ye trodino inti uni so mesro up to this point on tro udino so ye careful na kochudi with the 18 and above very very important na kochudi na bientimi ko kama enfaba. Let me wish Chief Baini a happy birthday. Chief Baini baby abutubiano happy birthday Shronko Anna Medema and Chief Baini baby obia sansona me wish era Bernhard Asante also may wish you a happy birthday. Era Bernhard Asante when you feel at your watch 80 years. Era Bernhard Ofuri Asante 80 solid year. Da happy birthday from Umbako Asante Irene and the one Akanyano wishing you a happy birthday and then a year May nida etoso aduno a year and watching. Medical catcher say yebeko ye various reporters are aging them or miaho during na yakotwichi yen komo honum sa enkomo twitwi nim no ye firi ho bape na enkomo ahodo akare nyina no ye toaso hanum say ebio say ebia friend wa join Asempa 94.7 quickly my walk through and yoma bako mienu bim na afi watimi ate ohun ase kese build esimenkai o say eden insase wasem on cry hanum say no and wasem ay kanapa eti kese build say what betimi asi udan e de amount and no say ohamu nchemu aduonum 50% of the total cost utuape neka 50% na over a period of 5 years after your construction no shall see edi juma shronko edimao frekese build for on 0543 297333 0543 733 that what to me anyone edi inkitamichre kese build and se o pass ase ho asema esan se manso ne enema dodo na no en shedan fa na kwa munitino o do ko dom kese builder eboa wo kwan so kese build your house conveniently with us na makoso akai wo so say My Life Insurance Company Limited so any MTN a case and say on the my way and she share Eddie bro and they say oh dial *165# or MTN so na wa register and which you know who enjoy up to 16,600 insurance cover for one kasa ho ana odofu bia obeyino se onjire mu emfa emao se bia na person update ni pa ade ni jire mu no o person search them a akwanya so da ho edema o sa dial *165# na fe ona timi ni we edijuma or customer service no here line here 0242 439999 0242 4399 99. 99 na watimi no nakasa ama bibia atimi akoso saa nyumako we aso kwanso koso krase ebribia da ye modawru na osote na osuhu se empa anamo wonutu no eboa yepa ebio Coco Diary bibia da ejibra Coco Diary bibia ejibra eka wasem edechiro every say ene the old no makom the old yakom no a very important and until America say cocoa milk a 100% plant-based milk. Cocoa milk a lactose free, dairy free, a soya free, sugar free, GMO free, and cholesterol free. Cocoa milk and also a 100% vegan and actually guaranteed say or plant fact and or fiber and our protein and also bibia ajishim kama edimao. Cocoa milk 4 essential plants are ya can see in your day aya de bro rape seeds your fava beans coconut milk and apple nankasa and so a yemani peduano and so kahumbi. Cocoa milk enriched with 14 vitamins ebine zinc ebine iron ebine calcium ebine potassium ebine magnesium ebine vitamin C ana E ana dodo no so ekanwa eboa ama wapomu de wonsem no etimi edimu awie peyo cocoa milk so no eba in 5 varieties Shenanso eba in 5 varieties. Your cocoa unsweetened, your cocoa original, your cocoa barista, your cocoa super. Afe yede mofrade na beka cocoa kits. A specialized nutritious plant-based yede milk ana ayen yipa ayema nkwada pa ye. They say there empemfo nyina so betimi de wono kra agim na wanombi. Cocoa milk is approved by FDA and have a vegan society UK very trading a Dum Kumasi and have a Dome Square and also upstate in Sound Prison Melcom and a supermarket I would do in Azo Unyabi El Honum Fresa numbers we so personally Cocoa Diary for the Dinkitawa 0247 180 na watimi Ajibre Eddie, a Cocoa Diary for no Akasa. Some of your messages are passing through. Lamte Ken Rashid say, as usual, listening to you live in Kong Katamazo Municipal Assembly. Lamte Ken Rashid, and on the way Eddie Abba. Jerry Tebi say, good afternoon, Mayne. You are trusting that everything is okay. Yes, by the grace of God. Please kindly wish Erica Aseda Ampao, daughter friend Mamea or Coventry, UK, a glorious happy birthday from me. If you Umame Akusia O Papa Nanaya, daughter friend Blackie, Genesis, Jesse, Grandpa, George, Prince, Kwabena, Abigail, Anna, Ebusianina, Asema Woneka say one adult pa. Well, if you check it out on Facebook also, any penny biswa ba on a church kama na na kuya mo aboaten so Ablekuma Central. I say good afternoon, and a very special birthday to Teresa Henson. Also, I wish you a happy birthday, Teresa Henson, staff of Controller and Accountant General's Department. Do have a blissful day. Nathan Nanaya answering. Or say you are watching live from Awoshi. Nana Adrimpa Udi Asempa also say it's a fantastic show, but NDC the other source there Nana Wadarma enya dia metimi akenkan edi amount and Gastiman also say hi to Sasa and Siedu Kokro Siedi Kokro and Ernest Srifi still watching you from Birmingham. Oi, Minya Wakoshawache, Gastiman, Wakoshawache, T. Kokro and Sasa Gastiman as your chamo or Kwansron Koso. Frederick Asaki Siedu. Frederick, good afternoon. Majidi say, oh yeah, very okay. You are greeting me. And Boache Albert Foucault, also Machao. My name is Mikrumni Foucault na Wabaidia. Say, oh, dear, also Foucault, Mechia Okwansonkoso Boache Albert Fuku. Good afternoon, baby. Ubutibiano. Yeah, sure. Him say Enchebia will be crossing over. Na Yakopeki the National Democratic Congress. And rather, if you go by their releaser, one bon komoche Ghana for Senyami Aduma, and there we are no menu pepepe na and komobini adanse bia one case one the tujano, one of the wasem eba precope edia tuja edia maya. And no pepe personal the New Patriotic Party, and so the one komo. And so ebe to edwa ede amaye nana kwesi apia searching so okasa nana so edna do the same go say good morning Omanhene. Well, watching you live from New York City, USA, wishing everyone an informative and educative program. God bless USA, God bless Ghana, Latte Ethiopium, and Afe Ghana. And I also God should bless all of us. Nana me catch on Nana Adwempa Hene me say I will not read what you've said or what you've written. I know you and I will do this. Teacher Kojo Tepa Enyine Susu watching you live from Afwano constituency and then parliamentary candidate no channel named for Eric Nana Ajiman Prempe. So Eric Nana Ajiman Prempe not mupenyu teacher Kujo Tepa Enyine Susu or no so ne krata odi aba enno Eric Ofori, thank you. Oh share free East Legon Eric Ofoku Eric Ofori, oh share live from East Legon also Chow Kwanso Kutukra Eric Fifi Shamo say MPP like copy too much. What are they going to say at the press conference? Okay, so Fifi, let's watch it and see. Cash Donko say, as always, watching you from Cincinnati. Cash Donko, that's your chair. Ebushiafo, you know, Sulemana, Aite Tego also say, watching you live from Kofi Kwe near Ajin Kutuku. Okay, so yeah, that's the Papa Ye Sulemana Aite Tego. You are watching us from Kofi Kwe Ben Ajin Kutuku. Also, that's the and this one says, I just greet my mom for me, Obapen Rose Efia Ajiman or Tepa. Abotwase, I'm from Oti region. And okay, Nana Adwempa Hene Odi Asempa. Nana also much. Alex Kwame say, watching you from Showman. Very soon we are moving into action. Mamen Chacha Minafi Abejafo so ene wono ebetina se na mamen kao. Abejafo etina se ene ye wo lawyer Henry Nana Boache, national organizer NDC. Lawyer Henry Nana Boache, national organizer MPP. Sounds like Dr. James Kwabena Bonfe, executive director, Center for Citizenship, Constitutional and Electoral Systems. And also Ortnase and managing director, the National Forum. And also Etnase. Sounds like lawyer Baba Jamal Askolondo. And also the legal team of the NDC, but also a leading member of the NDC, and also Advertisements and Navy. So it's a team of lawyers and Advertisements and Navy. Maxwell Chilimbalem, if I'm sure I got the name correct. Maxwell Chilimbalem, also a talented. Also, good afternoon, Omanhene. I want to say afternoon to everyone listening to your informative and unbiased program. Hi to my boss, lawyer Justin Kodia, the general secretary of the largest party in Ghana, Maxwell Chilimbalem, or no, and also the Nesem Atuja. Samson Balance, where is Dr. Baumia? Dollar to the city is now 16. Oh no, there be. In Rodham. And don't be happy. Truth, don't be happy, because we are Ghana at this point. You should be very worried. you don't necessarily be. I say, oh, you're Jedinia, and what their constance. We are Ghana near a man who Utrimunya de say a dollar no jump one a jump puntino. You're happy, Mr. It's time that yen kunte boni empire bibiano. As a Timiko ye padma because very, very worrying. And Tishane so Charles Saman, good day, Omanhene. Watching you live from Rich Part. Charles, also that's it. Also, we are crossing over. Na Yakuti, the National Democratic Congress.
Welcome you on behalf of the National Democratic Congress women to this
of Truth press conference. We've called you here. A very grave matter that has the potential to completely undermine the administration of justice in our dear country, Ghana. As you may be aware, since late 2021, the Akufo-Addo government has been persecuting the minority leader in Parliament, Honorable Dr. Kisel Atuforsin, over the purchase of some ambulances by the Ministry of Health under the erstwhile NDC Mahama government. As a law-abiding political party, we have restrained ourselves from commenting on this matter publicly. This is because we respect the principle that matters pending in court should not be commented on in a manner that the outcome. We therefore have no intention of doing so today. However, in the light of repeated falsehood, deliberate misrepresentation, and distortions churned out by the Attorney General Godfrey Yebo Adame and the MPP propagandists, we are compelled to correct certain misconceptions in the public domain about the said ambulances transaction and situate this discussion in its proper context. This is to any matters pending before the courts in this case. Every reasonable person would agree that it will be irresponsible of us to sit aloof and allow deliberate falsehood to be peddled about us without putting out the truth. For the avoidance of doubt, the specific claim that the Attorney General has based his persecution of the minority leader on is that, in the Attorney General's view, there has been financial to the state because he, as Deputy Minister of Finance, wrote letters to the Bank of Ghana requesting the bank to set up letters of credit trading company of Dubai, suppliers of the ambulance question, without authorization from his then boss and finance minister, Honorable Setekwe. This is publicly available information captured in a record of the High Court, Accra. So this one has been said, though I'm only repeating it. It is also a matter of public record that Honorable Setekwe has appeared before the trial court and stated unequivocally under oath that he gave express authorization to his Deputy Minister of Finance, Honorable Atum, to write the said letters to the Bank of Ghana for letters of credit to be established in respect of the ambulances transaction. You say he did it without authorization. The man who should give the authorization has come and say, yes, I authorize him to go and do it. Palava no finish. This authorization is evidenced by the seal of the Ministry of Finance. In case Setepe was lying, there's a seal of the Ministry of Finance. It's apparent on the face of the letter written by Honorable Atufos. It is instructive to note that the establishment of the letters of credit was done on the advice of the Attorney General then. That failure to do so was going to make it difficult for the government of Ghana to defend any suit brought by Big C Trading for breach of contract. Godfrey Dame and hordes of MPP propagandists also continue to falsely claim that the NDC government brought in ordinary vans, maybe in our language, trotros, purporting to be ambulances without medical equipment under the said transaction. We want to state emphatically that the first set of 30 ambulances supplied under the transaction arrived in the country with the necessary fittings in them sometime in the year 2015. So at this stage, on the screen are pictures of the exterior and interior of the ambulances as they arrived in the country. The empty trottoir. These are the interior pictures of the empty trottoirs. It is clear from these pictures that the ambulances that were procured were not empty vans as claimed by dishonest Godfrey Dame and the MPP. I'm always ashamed because this is my brother from the same Wenchi district. In addition, a container load of medical equipment to be installed in these ambulances were shipped by Big C and arrived in the country around the end of 2016. Sadly, this medical equipment have been sitting at the Tema port for the last 8 years because this government, specifically the Minister of Health, which is the consignee, has refused to clear them, just so they can falsely claim that there were no equipment. Because you want to prosecute somebody and jail. Once again, we have projected on the screen a copy of the bill of lading dated 8th October 2016. There it is, covering this shipment. As can be seen, this container has 30 sets of medical equipment and defibrillators for installation, as well as spare parts for the 30 ambulances. Dr. Manibama, is that defibrillators or is that the correct pronunciation? Okay. You've seen the bill of lading. The bill of lading. When you ship, they prepare these documents and then send it to the consignee. So public money used to procure all these things have been sent to the Minister of Health. He has refused to clear them, just so that they can prove that there was no equipment. that was required for this government to do was to clear the medical equipment from the ports and give engineers of Big C access to the ambulances which have been parked at the Air Force Base in Accra to install them, train personnel of the Ghana Ambulance Service to use them, and then formally take possession of the said ambulances. It therefore makes no sense that after refusing to do this simple task and allowing the ambulances to deteriorate for 8 years, my brother Godfrey Dame will turn around to persecute Honorable Atuforsen for allegedly causing financial loss to the state when the loss has been clearly occasioned by the deliberate negligence of the government he represents. We firmly believe that the decision to take the minority leader and some others to court over this matter was born out of malicious, sinister, and wicked desire to silence him through unjust imprisonment, nothing more, nothing less. As we publicly stated from the very onset of this case, the timing and circumstances of this so-called prosecution shows that it was instituted mainly to intimidate and silence the then ranking member of finance, now minority leader, soon to become majority leader, following his vehement opposition to the government's 2022 budget, the e-levy, and the general economic mismanagement by the Akufo-Addo Bawumia government. This is the very embodiment of political witch hunt and persecution. But you see, he was a minority spokesperson on finance, and he was doing well. So as they were persecuting him, we kept promoting him because we thought he was doing very well for this country. Having set out the factual background of this whole matter, I will now proceed to address certain grave matters that have emerged from the ongoing trial, which border on professional misconduct and crime on the part of the Attorney General, Godfrey Dame. Ladies and gentlemen of the media, last Thursday, 23rd March 2024, the third accused person in this case, Richard Jakpa, took the stand to be cross-examined by counsel for Dr. Atuforsen. During this cross-examination, Attorney General Godfrey Odami shot up from his seat to accuse Mr. Richard Jakpa of defending Atuforsen rather than himself. In response to the Attorney General's accusation, Mr. Jakpa, who was testifying under oath and felt attacked without provocation, dropped a bombshell that Godfrey Odami, the Attorney General, has been having clandestine meetings and telephone conversations with him at odd hours to persuade him to falsely testify against the minority leader, Dr. Atuforsen, so that the prosecution can secure a conviction. So, Minister of Justice, you are not interested in justice, you are interested in just jailing somebody. You are supposed to be the person who will be delivering justice to your countrymen. You have now become the torchbearer of injustice because of political interest. This testimony by Mr. Jakpa was given to the court under oath and captured by the court's record. At last Thursday's hearing, the Attorney General, who was personally present, in the court, could not object to this damning evidence of Mr. Jakpa. He did not deny calling and meeting Jakpa at odd hours. Neither did he deny Jakpa's claim that he had been impressing on him to skew his testimony in a matter that will allow the state to secure a conviction against the minority leader. You have been accused of something and you are sitting there. You decide that the way to respond is through a press statement where you could have defended yourself there. Ladies and gentlemen of the media, in the period following these startling revelations, the NDC has obtained compelling evidence which support Mr. Jakpa's claim that the Attorney General indeed has engaged him on countless occasions and urged him to falsify, underline his testimony to aid the case of Attorney General against Dr. Kesel Atufosen. This evidence points to a devious, diabolic, and dangerous plan by the Attorney General to secure conviction against Minority Leader Dr. Atufosen at all costs, contrary to what the third accused knows and believes to be the truth. We have in our possession a series of recordings in which the Attorney General, Godfrey Dame, is clearly heard goading, urging, impressing upon, and actually coaching Mr. Jakpa to bear false testimony against the minority leader, Dr. Atufosen. All of this desperate subordination by Mr. Dame is just because he is hell-bent on securing the incarceration of the minority leader unjustly. Ladies and gentlemen, the first of these recordings is a 16-minute, 5-second telephone conversation between Godfrey Dame and Richard Jakpa, the third accused person, held on the morning meaning 12 minutes after 7 a.m. of 9th April 2024, a day that the third accused, Richard Jakpa, was preparing to go to court to continue his testimony. In this recording, which I will play shortly, which we will play to your hearing and share with you shortly, Godfrey Dame, the Attorney General, is clearly heard doing the following. I want to prepare your mind so that when you are listening to it, you can understand what it is. In this recording, if you pay attention, you see that Godfrey Dame is heard impressing upon Richard Jakpa, the third accused, to skew his answers and testimony to support the petition's case. The prosecution's case, I beg your pardon. This was despite Mr. Jakpa's insistence that the line the Attorney General wanted him to toe was dishonest, untenable, and that his conscience could not allow him to do so. The now dishonorable Attorney General then dangled the assurance that Richard Jakpa's acceptance to testify the Attorney General's way was not going to get him into any difficulty. Tell a lie and we will set you free. That was the agenda. If we tell a lie and we nail our enemy, not the state's enemy, but our enemy, we will set you free. And he says, no, my conscience doesn't allow me to do that. Conspiracy against an accused person. In the recording under reference, Richard Jakpa reveals that Godfrey Dame had met him on several occasions at the residence of a Supreme Court judge, sitting Supreme Court judge, to impress upon him to testify in a manner that the prosecution wants in order to fix and wrongly jail the minority leader, Dr. Tufosu. Godfrey Dame did not refuse this statement by Richard Jakpa, except to caution him that they were speaking on phone and that he was not sure if anyone was recording their conversation. It's all contained in that tape. Also, Godfrey Dame is heard in the recording urging and coaching Richard Jakpa, albeit with strong protests from Mr. Jakpa, to provide answers that Jakpa knows to be false to the court. There is the issue of the professional misconduct too. The audio recording provides incontrovertible evidence of professional misconduct on the part of Godfrey Dame as a lawyer and a prosecutor. By talking to a represented person in an ongoing trial on the blind side of the represented person's lawyer and urging the represented person to testify in a manner that aids the prosecution's case, Godfrey Dame violently violated the legal Professional Code of Ethics Rule 2020, LI 2423, in many ways. I'm not a lawyer, but this was passed in Parliament. I'm a parliamentarian. This gross professional misconduct on the part of no less a person than the Attorney General, who was the leader of the bar, bears a high responsibility to adhere to the rules of ethics of the legal profession, is reprehensible and totally unpardonable. The next one has to do with the fabrication of evidence to pervert the course of justice. Minister of Justice fabricating evidence to pervert the course of justice. It is instructive to note that in the audio recording, Godfrey Dame is heard persuading Mr. Jakpa not to end his testimony by a particular time to allow him to travel, Godfrey Dame, to travel. The dishonorable Attorney General is also heard persuading Mr. Jakpa to procure and submit a fake medical excuse duty to the court. which he was scheduled to testify before that morning. Attorney General and Minister of Justice. This was to enable Godfrey Dame travel abroad without missing Jakpa's testimony. Attorney General, you are asking somebody who is before court for what you claim to be one crime to go and commit another one, to come and deceive the court. By asking a witness to fabricate evidence to deceive a court, Godfrey Dame, the Attorney General, sought to undermine the judicial and justice administration process in this country. This conduct of Godfrey Dame constitutes the offense of perjury, which is a crime punishable under the laws of Ghana, specifically section 213 and 214 of the Criminal and Other Offences Act 1960, Act 29. Ladies and gentlemen of the media, I would at this stage invite you. You have been salivating for some time now, but I want to invite you to the content of this recording, after which I'll make some important observations. Let me allow you.
You pay only after the goods have been delivered, because that is also the contract, not so.
Yes, but then the financial instrument for the project is an irrevocable letter of credit. So that credit letter has already been sent.
Hold on, no problem. But in my view, that letter of credit area, the contract requires that you pay by letters of credit, not so.
Yes, in addition, we should establish it upon the sign of the contract. So already you have paid.
Upon the sign of the contract for every 50 ambulance.
Yes. Upon the signing of the contract for every 50 ambulance, since there was no advance mobilization, advance payment, that LC was a security that you have to establish ahead.
No problem. It's on the contract for every 50 ambulance. It is the contract for every 50 ambulance.
Pardon?
Is it the contract for? I'm saying upon the sign of the contract for every 50 ambulance.
Yes.
It is the contract for every 50 ambulance.
The contract is for 200 ambulances in tranches of 50.
Good. Hold on. So that contract for 50 ambulance is different from this one.
No. It is, the contract is one contract for 200 ambulances, which has been broken down within the contract for every you establish LC for every 50 tranche. So you have 4 LCs for the 200 ambulances.
No, that part I disagree with you. But if you look at the terms of the contract, it's quite clear. And it should not be difficult for you to accept, because really it doesn't put you in any problem at all. That does not put you into any difficulty. I don't know the Minister of Health, the Minister of Finance. So for me, if you accept that, then it doesn't put you in any difficulty.
The problem I have in accepting that for you is accepting that for you is that in there are letters that confirm that both from.
You see, the witness is telling you what the situation is, what the true facts are, and you say he should testify in a certain particular way, and that it won't create any difficulty for him. He will go free and somebody else will be jailed for dishonesty, and the witness keeps insisting that it is against his conscience, he cannot do what you want done. Continue. Continue.
Government and from a principal. That is for every 50 ambulances. That confirms that. And I'll be sending those letters in. So I cannot go against what the letters say and the contract say, because I was the agent at that time. Japan Business was the agent.
Hold on. LCs on site. Payment shall be First, if we said they have no advance payment.
Yes.
What does advance payment mean?
What it means is that you are not the supplier was not going to be paid any cash, any money for him to use in procuring all the accessories and everything to manufacture. So the manufacturer will use his own money to buy the ambulance vans, all the accessories from across the globe, with the security from government being the LC. And the LC has conditions precedent.
Hold on. Yes, advance payment don't mean paying in advance of the delivery of the goods.
They said no advance payment.
Yes, advance payment means that you are paying before the goods are delivered to you.
No, they said no advance payment. Not that there's advance payment. Yes. No advance. Mean that you will not pay.
Yes, until the goods are delivered to you, not so.
Yes.
Yeah, so until the goods are delivered, you don't pay at all.
You don't pay.
Not so. So, and then also, it goes ahead to say that payments shall be in a free manner. Else it's on site of goods. In fact, what is even LC on site of goods? What does it mean?
What LC on site of goods means is that when you ship the documents, when you ship the goods, when you ship the goods from your port of origin, the bill of lading of the goods is what you use as
LC on site of goods means, means when the goods have been shipped.
They have been shipped.
Not when the goods have been delivered in Ghana.
No, when the goods have been shipped. Because you have gone to do principal. So what I'm trying to explain is that so you use the bill of lading. You use the bill of lading. You use the bill of lading.
You establish the LCs after.
Pause. You see the problem of Godfrey Dame. He doesn't understand anything about these international payments at all. And he wants the witness to accept his ignorance and then go to court to make a statement that will expose the witness as also as ignorant as Godfrey Dame. Because you see, what you call a letter of credit is just some guarantee. You sign an agreement with somebody that I'll supply these ambulances. But the person must also be secure that when he supplies the ambulances, there will be payment. So you sign a document that, look, the moment you are able to buy your equipment yourself and you ship them and you bring the bill of lading to me for me to satisfy myself that the equipment had been shipped and that this is the evidence that I will be receiving them on this date, then I can also authorize the bank to pay you what has been agreed upon. Because you can't go to the sea and reclaim the things back. You see? So that's all. So a letter of credit does not give you money until I eventually tell them to pay because I have received the items. So you are saying that somebody signed a letter of credit and so the nation has lost money. And your government took over. If you realize that the things have not been received, why would you authorize payment? So this is simple, but the problem the problem is ignorance. Okay, go ahead. Continue.
Inspection.
No. No, the LC is established as soon as you sign the contract. You establish the LC, and that becomes the security comfort for the supplier to invest his money.
It says LCs on site of goods are returned upon the signing of the contract.
Yes.
For every 50 ambulances.
Yes.
Yes. Which contract is this? It's not a contract for every ambulance. So under this main contract, this was like the main contract.
The main contract and LC for every 50 of the 200. So the contract is not saying that government should establish one LC which is 15.8 million euros for the whole 200 at a go. No. Government has a bulk contract of 15.8 million euros. Now, this contract will become, the ambulance will become in tranches of 50 ambulances. So you establish your LC for the 50. When that 50 have been delivered and everything sorted out and handed over, another LC is established for another subsequent 50 until you finish all the 200. That's what the contract says. So the LC that was established.
Even then, hold on. I don't agree with your explanation. But even then, this your explanation. That's not what happened in this case.
Okay, what happened?
Yeah, that's not what happened. Yes, because the LC was established even before shipment inspection.
Yes.
Also,
yes.
There was no shipment inspection. So, so it means there was no basis for the LC to be established in the first place.
No.
That's really not your problem anyway.
Right, that place, in that particular place, you are getting it wrong. If you may have patience for me to explain.
No.
You are getting it wrong there because when you establish LC, the LC had conditions precedent for it to be honored. And the condition precedent says that you can only cash the LC when you present shipping documents, which is bill of lading, to the Ghana International Bank of the buyer before the LC can be honored. So even though the LC was established upon the signing of the contract, was supposed to be established upon the signing of the contract, it cannot be cashed or honored. It becomes a form of security for the supplier to invest his own money. And when he ships the ambulances, he can then send a bill of lading to your bankers to then honor the LC, because that is a condition precedent.
But in any case, in this case, even the LC was actually cashed. Everything that payment was actually made before the goods were shipped.
No,
the goods got together.
No.
Oh, yeah.
He couldn't have the supplier. There is no way under the sun he could have cashed the LC before the shipping document, which were condition precedent, was presented to Ghana International Bank. Even when he presented the documents to Ghana International Bank refused to honor the LC, raising issues of discrepancy, which came back to Bank of Ghana, which later went to the Ministry of Health, and then Animana authorized Bank of Ghana through Ministry of Finance to pay because they had sorted out the discrepancy to Big C. That time, around this time, or the ambulances had already arrived in Ghana. You are not privy to this one, I'm telling you.
In my view, if we agree to this theory, it's so simple. The theory of the case.
Not agree to the way you want to go. The way you want to go about it.
If you agree to this deal, where the witness agrees with Godfred Odame the way he wants to go about the case, then the witness will have no case. There will be no difficulty for him. So listen to that part there.
Try not to say it because I want to help the AG make his case. And I ask myself, what is my interest in it?
I'm not asking you to really help me. I'm just going by it. But anyway, so that's fine. So this one was even just by the way.
I hope you get my difficulty. It's because I'm innocent and I'm going through ordeal. So I'm looking at another person also going to go through ordeal, and through me, because I know the truth and I decide not to say it. About question sentence. If I go by that way, frankly speaking, I'll be dishonest. Because I know that is not how it's supposed to be about it and how you want me to go about my answering question sentence. That time, around this time, or the ambulances had already arrived in Ghana. You are not privy to this one, I'm telling you.
In my view, if we agree to this theory, it's so simple. The theory of the case.
Not agree to the way you want to go. The way you want to go about it.
Let's agree. Let's describe it that way. Let's describe it that way. Do you want to go about it?
Okay,
agree this way. For me, it makes it simple.
Yes, it will make it.
It doesn't also involve. It doesn't involve any difficulty for you.
Yes, I agree. I understand your point.
There's no advancement. Yes, when you say there's no advancement, ordinarily meaning in Ghana. that you don't pay until you get your goods. Now the contract here, even the clear terms, unless maybe you guys did not draft the contract, it says everything on site of goods shall be established upon the signing of the contract for every future.
No, it was the contract was drafted by government. It was done by government.
Oh, yes.
And it was an LG department perused the contract and approved the contract for government.
It is not a problem. We had the approval. Every contract is actually approved before later when they implement it. Then problems.
You see, what the difficulty I have with your position is that, you see, frankly speaking, fine, as you are saying, if I agree to your position, how you want to go about it and how you want me to go about my answering questions and things, if I go by that way, frankly speaking, I will be dishonest because I know that is not how it's supposed to.
You heard him. This is the facts, but you want me to go about it your way. And I feel that if I go about it your way, I'll be dishonest. So they should continue.
Question sentence. If I go by that way, frankly speaking, I'll be dishonest. Because I know that is not how it's supposed to be. And I'll be dishonest, and I'll be dishonest in such a way that I'll be assisting for someone I know is completely innocent about this. For example, Atu Forsen, to be jailed because I knew something was wrong, was not the way, and I decided to keep quiet and to answer the question in a way that will make your case better for you to jail him. I'll be battling with my conscience. That is the problem I'm having. Anytime you bring up this issue with Yonikulende, when Yonikulende's place, anytime you bring this issue, that is my problem I'm having. Because me, for example, that is the problem I'm having. Anytime you bring up this issue, me to go about my answering questions and things. If I go by that way, frankly speaking, I'll be dishonest. Because I know that is not how it's supposed to be. And I'll be dishonest, and I'll be dishonest in such a way that I'll be assisting for someone I know is completely innocent about this. For example, Atu Forsen, to be jailed because I knew something was wrong, was not the way, and I decided to keep quiet and to answer the question in a way that will make your case better for you to jail him. I'll be battling with my conscience. That is the problem I'm having. Anytime you bring up this issue with Yonikulende, when Yonikulende's place, anytime you bring this issue, that is my problem I'm having. Because me, for example, I am in this case because I'm innocent and I'm going through ordeal. So I'm looking at another person also going to go through ordeal and through me because I know the truth and I decide not to say it because I want to help the AG make his case. And I ask myself, what is my interest in it?
I'm not asking you to really help me. I'm just going by it. Anyway, so that's fine. So this one was even just by the way.
I hope you get my difficulty.
It's on the phone. I don't even know that.
Oh no. No, don't worry about that one. My issue I'm just oh no. You and I will be meeting.
Please. Order. Please, let's listen to the tape, please. I beg you.
My issue I'm just oh no. You and I will be meeting. You will be meeting me at my cousin's place, and you've been bringing this issue up several times. And I keep telling you that I can't do that because it doesn't sit well with me.
This is the man who says he has never met the witness. Continue.
Yeah. It's for every. So when you see the hand for every 50 ambulance, means that it's not only the 50.
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
For every, it means that it is not only 50.
All right.
Means that there are a lot of 50s that will be following. So that is what I was trying to explain to you. So frankly speaking, the LC that was established was as a security for the supplier to invest his own money since there's no advantage.
Yes, it is the same that what you should pay. Because LC was the means of payment and the agreement.
Yes. when the conditions precedents are met.
Which is what? Very good at they have some documents.
That he has the bill of ladings, the ambulance have been shipped, and the bill of ladings are presented. That is when you can catch the LC. So until you ship the ambulances, you can't catch the ambulance, you can't catch the LC.
But it was done in this case also.
Yes, in this case, yes. When he shipped the ambulances, he then presented their documents to Ghana International Bank, and then Ghana International Bank refused to honor the LC and raised issues of discrepancies, which was later cleared by Animana at the Ministry of Health for payment to proceed. And that is how he was paid. So, frankly speaking, if there's somebody who authorized this payment to go on, even though in Ghana International Bank raised issues of